Hello, and welcome to Candy's Crafts Corner. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you're having a peaceful night and that you had a good weekend. And some of you may have tomorrow off. I unfortunately am not one of them, but I'm still enjoying my Sunday night uh, and spending it with you guys. So today, what I bring is to you is some projects created with one of our celebration items, and that this was my favorite celebration item. It's let me see if I can take the glare off. It's the heart shape bundle. So this is one of the items you can earn for $120 purchase with $120 purchase, and it's great because it is a stamp but it comes with dice and it's fabulous. As you will see, I'm enjoying it so much. And why don't we get right to it? So let me show you what I've created today. I see three people are on, so say hi if you're on. And oh, Susan, I must apologize. Hi, Susan, good evening. Must apologize because sometimes I cannot read my YouTube comments live, and then I couldn't find them, and I'm sorry I didn't say anything to you last week. It was you and somebody else that was on YouTube, Lonesome Dove. But I want to say hi, and I'm sorry I missed you, missed the salutation last week. But thank you for joining up again. And hello, Deborah. How are you? So, as we said today, heart shape, and this is one of the cards that I'm gonna make live today. I love the little flowers, and my only regret is that there's only one die. So if you want to create all these flowers, you have to pass it through the machine several times. But honestly, it goes fast. And these are variation of the same card that I did it more for Valentine's using the red and just embossed background in all in white and red, and I think it came out really classy. Oh, thank you, Susan. All right. I'm just reading your comment about not being temporarily available. But well, thank you. I'm making an effort to keep up. So I'm sorry. I don't want to interrupt the train of thought here. But anyway, so this is the variation of the same card, and you can, like with different papers, you get different effects. And then this is more like a shabby chic style card that you can use any paper. This actually used the Dainty Delights paper because one of my New Year resolutions or propositions is to use the paper that I get that I have, even if it's expired. Expired, how you call retired? Sorry, paper doesn't expire, thankfully, right? And so that's one of my things. But what I want to show you is that you can create it with just any kind of paper, just whatever you have at home. And if you want to get something new, by all means. But um, if not, you can use what you have and just use the ideas. And that's my purpose. Not that you have to do it exactly with the same materials I do, but that you can, use what you have. And this is I wanted to challenge myself with the simple stamping, because I never do simple stamping. And well, not never, but almost never. And I wanted to do something with simple stamping for somebody who really, really likes stamping, and just to show people who haven't stamped before that you can create really nice things with just the stamp and ink and then the sentiment. Anyway, so let's start with the simple stamping one, and then we'll leave the other cards for later. So we'll start with that, and you'll see, like, for the other cards, I've already pre-cut a bunch of flowers in different colors. But anyway, so it will go a little faster. So for this one, simple stamping, I use Pretty Peacock for my base. Hi, Teresa. I didn't say hi to you. I'm like, I'm a little bit over the place. By the way, since I have you here, yeah, it's nice, right? Thank you. The color palette is nice, Teresa is saying. It's like, yeah, it's, I like the combination. This is Lost Lagoon and this is Pretty Peacock. And I like the combination. And then I use Pretty in Pink for the pink. And that's it. Very simple, but effective, I think. So now that I'm here, I wanted to announce that I did the raffle about among the people who wanted the DSP for the card that I created last week. With for the what is it, alternative for the paper pumpkin of December, and I used the Beautiful World paper, which is retired. It was a celebration item, so I had some samples of it. I cut them. This one that had like the big flowers, I didn't cut them in squares because then you miss the flowers. So I just cut the big flowers. So if you want a fussy cut, that will be a possibility. So the winner was Teresa. So you won this. I'm gonna send it to you this week. Okay. I hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope you can use it for your paper pumpkin if you haven't done it yet. So let me start just like by the stamp with the stamping. I'm gonna use my foam mat, and I apologize that it's so dirty. I forgot to replace the. This is foam inside. I just wrap it in paper so I can just, try things and everything. So for this, we're gonna use the wreath, and then we're gonna do 2 hearts, and then we're gonna do the all around um, pattern. And for that, I'm gonna use for the hearts. I'm gonna do the same colors because I actually also like the color combination. So, oh, you're very welcome, Teresa. Oh, Susan, you're in Facebook. Yay. I mean, I can read the comments sometimes. It's just harder because the comments for YouTube are on my phone that I'm using as the camera. So I have to actually stretch my neck and see, and it's not always the best. But anyway, but I'm glad we're all together now. And go ahead and comment or whatever. So I'm just going to do the 2 hearts more or less in the center. Oh, by the way, this is 3 3/4 by 5, just white, basic white. And I'm gonna do my other heart here a little bit farther down, but not too much. You want to have room for the round pattern. And now we're done with this for now. Well, actually, since I have this out, I'm gonna stamp the sentiment. And I'm using My Heart Loves Your Heart. I think it's a very beautiful saying that works for friends as well. So you could do this, you could use it as a Valentine card too, or to give to family and friends. Okay, so it came out nice. So I'm saving this for later. And now we're gonna work on the pattern all around. Thank you, Susan. I mean, this is nothing. It's just the stamp is so beautiful. I was positively impressed when I saw it on the catalog. It looked nice, but once you use it, it's like, oh wow! And you could use it for many occasions. It's all around. You could actually make a. My friend was suggesting, she saw it and she was suggesting, it's like, oh, it could work as a holiday card too. It's like, yeah, definitely you can use the wreath and do something like that for the holidays with holiday colors. All right, so now we're gonna get, these are the little flowers, and I'm gonna use Pretty in Pink. I'm gonna start with the corners first, so I make sure that I have more or less room for everything else. But it doesn't matter, this doesn't have to be perfect because this is just a side pattern. And it always dries a little lighter once you stamp it. So I have my corners now. And I'm gonna go for the centers. And this time, instead of doing it with the middle flower this, I'm doing the middle flower that, but that's just like something I thought that I would like. And if it gets into the heart, it doesn't matter. It's just a pattern. It's fine. And it's lighter, so it's not intrusive. And now I'm doing the 2 centers on the sides too. So this way you have like the kind of like the ziggy-zaggy going on by doing the corners with the stem like this and the centers with the stem like that. Which I think adds to the interest of the card. All right, so we have our flowers now. And now we get the leaves. And the leaves we're going to do in Lost Lagoon because this is the color that I use for the mat. So it ties it all together. All right. So, and just gonna put them not always in the same place, like wherever there's room or wherever you think they will look nice. And I cannot see with the camera, so I'm hoping I'm doing more or less okay. And this one I'm gonna put here. And another one here. And if the leaves go out of the frame, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna do 3 for this one because there was room. All right. There. And there. And this one I'm gonna do here to the side. So if you like stamping, this is a fun card to do because there's a lot of stamping. Here or there, I don't know. How about here? And there. This one I'll do one inside. And one there. And one on this side. Oh, that was a little separated, but it's okay. There. Now one more corner and we'll be done. Oh no, look what I did. Uh-oh. This is because I pressed here and there was a little bit of ink on my block and I moved it around. It's better always, that's what it's always good to use block that's more or less the size of the stamp because you avoid that. But anyway, we're gonna have to live with it. It happens. I'm thinking, can I fix it? But I don't know. I can put a little bit of extra interest there to disguise it. Just a few extra. Then you don't see it so much. Look, I did it again. Oh, well. I'm just gonna put a little bit more now that I did it. So they all have more flowers. It's okay. More or less. Isn't it a nice set, Deborah? I love it, the set too. I wanted to check something here. All right. Never mind. Moving on. All right, so now we have that. Oh, I know. We're going to put embellishments there. So we're going to cover almost everything. So, as we say, there's no mistakes in crafting, only reasons for embellishments, right? So before I put the embellishments, I think I'm gonna mount the card. So I'm gonna use my liquid glue to put it on the mat. When I do a lot of, like, sometimes there's more glue that I want. When it comes like that, I always kind of like try to uh spread it a little bit, so when you push it, it doesn't come to the sides, doesn't squish out of the sides. So okay, all right, so now I'm gonna put this on my card base. Oh, I'm glad you like the heart embellishments, Deborah. I'm glad you got it. Deborah was the winner of the live raffle, or trivia, we call it. The raffle was the other thing. This was the live trivia. And she got the heart embellishments that are perfect for this uh, upcoming holiday, right? These are the ones. All right. So where are my other embellishments that I was going to use for that? I had them in my hand. This always happens to me. Oh, there we go. I have very small space, but things disappear anyway. So I'm using the adhesive back pearl trio, and I'm using this because I think they have the pink sheen, but they have also the Lush Lagoon Pretty Peacock kind of tone. So I like them a lot with this. So that's what I'm gonna use. And guess where my first one is gonna go? Right here to cover that incident. And then we're gonna put another one like that. There, no, there. One here and one in the other heart. Yeah. I should have put my sentiment first, right? But I think there'll be room for it anyway. It's very skinny. And this is also the label that comes in the dies of this set. So just perfect. So few mini dimensionals. Well, I don't know about I was thinking about Teresa is asking about using the color lifter, which I have right here. But honestly, I don't dare, because sometimes it would mess it up more, or it would take, because it's in top of that, it would take the ink from the other one. So I'm fine with a little line. It's a handmade card. They're not all perfect. Somebody will receive it and they won't even notice about it. Well, that's my hope. Well, if I send it to one of you, you probably will notice, because I've been calling attention to it all the time. But anyway, that's fine. So I'm gonna try to center it and put it more or less straight. There, a little bit farther up. There. I think that's pretty straight. And this is my first card. Oh, no, we're not done. We need to do the inside, because this is very dark. So you want to put a piece of cardstock here, white cardstock or neutral cardstock, which is fine. And I'm going to use, as I did with this one, like the corner thing. You can do it in 4 corners, but I think one corner is good enough for the inside, right? So this was the set that when I saw the Sale-A-Bration catalog, that caught my eye the first. Like, oh wow, I want that. Especially the dies. As you'll see, we're using just the stamps for now. Well, I use the die for the label, but that doesn't kind of count. And since I have this pink, I'm gonna do the envelope the same way. There we go. We'll do it that way. That's it. I like to decorate my envelopes. Always, always. And then I'm going to try to not move my little block that much. So if I got any ink, it wouldn't do what it did before. All right, that came out very nice. Now we're going to attach it. There we go. And of course, this is the same side of the mat that I didn't tell you the size before, but I'm sure you know. This is 4 by 5.25. Same thing with for the inside. Okay. And then my top layer is 5 by 3.75. That's the one that I have to do the envelope too, since I have it out. You know, I'm gonna clean this. I'm gonna clean the block because I don't want any more accidents. This is the smaller block we have, but I've seen people using these little stamps, attaching them to the, say, the tip of your wing of Stella or something, you know, and then it will be just like, but I don't know. I like my blocks, but sometimes that happens. Anyway, so here's the card with its matching envelope, and I think it came out pretty nice. And this is a card, ideal card for like a beginner, because you know they like the stamping, they can try the stamping, and they'll have fun with that. All right, so moving to card number 2. Let's make one of these, right? I'm gonna make one like this, not like the Valentine variation. And the only difference with this and this, besides the color, is that in this one I stamped the heart first, and then I put the wreath in white, and I did everything else in white with the dice in white. And it kind of lets the red come through, but this is a little cleaner, not cleaner, but it's a different look, you know, and I want it like that. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna make one like this variation number 1. Wait, for this I use one of the 3D basic embossing folders that has the cross hatch effect. I like that. You can use just any embossing folder that you have, preferable one that gives you texture, not ones that's very, you know, like flowery or something. You know, you just want a little bit of texture, like that textile detail one that we used to have would work well. But anyway, whichever you like. And I'm using, this is 4 by 5.25, and this is 4.25, and this is our mat by 5 1/8. No, 5 3/8. 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Sorry, not a quarter, like an eighth, because all you want is like a 16th of an inch all around that. You just pick the color, and then the color base is it's just your regular. In this case, I use thick white. So we attach the. Thank you so much, Susan. I'm glad you like them. I think that this set makes it so easy to make beautiful cards, because all the elements are so pretty. The stamps are pretty, the dice are so pretty. So it's like, can't go wrong, basically. Oh, did I cut it wrong? No, it's just like it's less than a 16th of an inch in this case, but yeah, well, make it work. All you want is like a pop of color around it, so it's fine. And then this is the other layer. Okay, so yes. Sometimes, like when it goes to 16th of an inch, it's just like hard, like, because it's quite precise or paper trimmer, but you may move it a little bit, or you see that it's on the line or next to the line when you're cutting, you know what I mean, the measurement line. So there's variations and translate to the paper. Oh, Deborah, you agree with me about how easy it is to create beautiful things with this set? It's a beautiful set. I would not let the chance to get it pass you by. All right, so now it comes the fun part. I use to cut these. The back of many of our designer series paper has like this watercolor back, like for instance, Thoughtful Journey, that it has beautiful kind of imagery thing, but you can use these parts to cut all the flowers or the backs like this. So I use greens for greens, and I think I use a combination of Thoughtful Journey and On the Horizon. As I say, I'm trying to use paper that I have, use it, so I can get more of the new one. All right, now I have to find where I put my silicone mat. Oh, it's over there. 1 second, because we need the silicone mat to attach this. That's how I like to do it. Because these things are so detailed, you can use the fine tip glue, which I don't like so much, I have to confess. That's personal choice. Or you can do this and just put a little bit of glue in your mat. And with my tweezers here, because this is very light, so I'm just gonna tap my element, and then I'm just gonna move it around the mat to get extra glue out, and then we're gonna position it where we want it, or more or less when we want it, and try not to move it so the glue doesn't move around, and then you have there. This is pretty good, and I want actually some of these leaves speaking up because for effect, right? But if you think that it's like, oh well, here there's like not enough glue or something, like in this case, you can get a piece of like a strip of paper or cardstock and get the glue like this underneath where you think you need it, and that's it. I'm gonna put a little bit more here because it's lifting up too much, not on the flowers but on the branch, so I can still pop on my leaves. No, flower leaves, I meant leaves. Anyway, and we're gonna let it sit for a little bit before I lift out some of the leaves up, lift up. And anyway, so now we have flowers to make. And there's many places, many ways that you can do the flowers. You can do them in different colors, tonalities here. You can use them single like that, but I kind of like it double them, to double them. So yeah, it's double the die cutting, but I think they look very nice. So I think I'm gonna do pink and purple for this, because for the last one, what do I need? I don't want to. Oh, for the last one, I already have the flowers that I want in the colors that I want on that. So let's pick some of the purples, and it's okay. They're different purples because the flowers are like that. Sometimes they're lighter purple and like that. So I'm just gonna move this, for instance, and put a little bit of glue. You can use a glue dot too, but there's so many that I'm like, okay, I think this works better. Let me take this out away from here so you can see what I'm doing. Another way that I did it, if you want, and I'm trying to make them the top layer doesn't align with the bottom layer, so it goes in between the other petals, like so. All right, so there's, like, as you see, because I use the watercolor paper, there's some white in there, there's some color variation, but like real flowers, they have color variation. So let's make one pink one, and I'm gonna do 5. And then the other option, that is true, Teresa, you can do that as well. Teresa is saying that you can create a color wash with a mix and cut the paper for variation, and that's very nice too. So I'm putting a little bit of glue here and just applying it where I want, because here it's a little harder. So let's actually attach it while on the mat, because we don't want excess glue to go on the car. And then with I'm using a little bit, this is my piercing tool, but you can use take your pick tool and use not this part, but the little one that has the ball, which I have right here. I'm gonna show you. I lost it. I had it. I lost it. There we go. This one, the style. You see the stylus tip. Actually, let's do it. So you can just switch that. Once you take your pick tool, so you go like this, it runs it a little bit, and it makes them pop up. And you can. I think I like the thick one better. All right, let's use that instead. Let's use the right tool for the job. All right. So we have 2 flowers. We need 3 more. And I'm thinking I'm going to stick with the purples and pinks if I can find them. There's a pink there and another pink. And there's a light purple. Oops. And another light purple. And then the last one could be like, I don't know, this one that is like between pink and purple, kind of. I apologize. I broke one of my nails and everything is getting stuck. So I get like fuzzy thingies stuck in my nail. Maybe that. Oh, okay. That's a purple too. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, here's another pink. I mean, like a pink white. How about that? Like more whitish pink. Yeah, this would be good. Oh, and I see that I missed a little bit of the. Let's use another one that's full. I have plenty of purple, so yes, I think this will do it. All right, so let's keep mounting building the flowers. So actually, I'm gonna use this one. I may need more glue soon, meaning next time. My stylus thingy. Take your pick tool. And then we can just, with your hands, you can close it a little bit more. You can flatten the top layer and just make the top layer pop up. That's up to you. Once we have them on the paper, we'll see what we like. Then we'll make another one. Let me put more glue. This is the pink one, I think. Okay, this goes with this one. So, pink. Over the pink. Now my hands are tacky. So, between my broken nail and my tacky hands, things get attached. all the time. See, like this. And for this, I'm gonna use one of my alcohol wipes to clean my fingers so we can continue working without the aggravation. These are very handy. They use, like, you can use them also to clean your tools from the glue residue so they don't get sticky. So there, now we should be okay. All right, so there's where were we with the stylus? Just build the flower a little bit. There, we have 3 pink, and now we need to finish the purple. Just a little bit of glue, that's it. Doesn't need a lot. It's just paper. All right, so now we have them. So now it depends on how you want to do it. I like the haphazard of this situation of the flowers here. In this one, I did it in a more regular way, but I kind of like it like that. I mean, that's up to you, your choice. I think I'm going to do it like this one. So they're not like 2 here, 2 here, and 1 in the center, like kind of like, I like how they worked here. So I'm going to put a purple there, and just using the same technique of the, where did I say I was going to put it? Like this. Yeah. And now we can play with the petals and make it pop up or not or whatever. Then we need a pink, almost on the bottom. I would do like this. Either my glue is drying very fast or I'm using more than I thought I would, because I'm going to need more glue again. Now we need, yeah, we'll end up with 2 pinks, which I don't totally love. So I'm going to use the darker pink here. Yes, that's what we're going to do. Okay, let me put more glue. Hi, Lorraine. Thank you. I'm glad you like the car. But as I say, it's not my merit as it is this beautiful. There. This beautiful set. I love it. And then we're going to put that one here and that one here. Further there. There. Test it before you commit to the glue. See where you like it. Yeah. I just clean my hands and they're gluey again. So still wet. My favorite set. Oh yes, Lorraine, mine too. My favorite celebration item by far. So everybody should do their due diligence to get it, which is earn it by spending $120. And then it's yours. All right. So now I had some extra Livy thingies here. I'm just gonna, not, you don't have to put them in all of them, but it kind of like looks like nice. It doesn't look like a heart, but I like that actually. This is white. This is white. This is white. Oh my God, I have so much white and not enough green. There we go. Then we have a green there. I can use the back too. I mean, it's still nice. There. And maybe something here for the bottom. Let me see if I find something. Let me have to use the... Okay, let's see. This one. As I was explaining, because I used the back of the watercolor part side of many of our DSP. I think I need something there too, right? I think so. So let me find another one. I spent a good time cutting leaves well, maybe this one. Now I need, like, they all have it except this one. Now if it makes me feel bad for this one. So let me use just another one over there. Even if it's the back, see, this is the front, this is the back, but it doesn't matter, it works anyway. And I'm gonna lift it. We don't want to see that much of it. There. All right. Okay, now I'm satisfied with it. Now we're gonna put the centers. And for these ones, I use the champagne dots because you have so many. But I don't know if I like them in all the orange, but it's not bad. Let's try. Let's try. The champagne dots. Yeah, I think they look nice. They add a little different color, but I think they look nice. So this is the hard part of this is I remember when I used them, what I did is to put a little bit of glue on the centers. Okay, a little bit more on that. And before it dries, I have to pick them up. And I'm using my take your pick tool because I want the big ones. You want them all the same size. And they have 3 different sizes. And this is not the same size. Ugh, I'm gonna use the medium size. I like it better. All right. Need a bit of glue. There we go. Just this little is enough. And the putty side of the take your pick tool is very handy for this. Just want a little bit more putty to come out. Is this the same size? I hope it is. Yes. I like the sheen that this, when I first got I didn't like the color so much when I first got these champagne dots, but I love the color, like, because they have this sheen that it picks up colors that are around it. So there you go. And they're nice. I love them. Champagne iridescent dots. That's what the iridescence is what makes it for me. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Deborah. Deborah says, and all my cars are lovely. Oh, thank you so much. All right, and now we need the sentiment. And for this, because I use always birthday cards most of all, I pre-cutted the label, and I'm gonna use happy birthday. that fits here, which I found in my, what is it? Go to greetings. Yes. So, and I'm gonna use pretty in pink, I think, for this one. This is a little darker, sorry, a little darker than pretty in pink, but I think pretty in pink, I have it here and it will work, I think. And if it doesn't, we'll use something else. All right. Thank you, Teresa. Now I have to see if I align this properly. It's a little, I'm gonna turn it around and try it again. This is what happens with when it's something so thin, and this is the cling stamp, not a photopolymer. The photopolymer will let you see through what you're doing, and that helps. But well, if not, I'll just use another label, and that's it. Let's see. Second try. Come on, work. Yes, perfect. All right. So that will get attached, but I'm gonna flatten the sides because where's my bond folder? Because it's the back of it. It has like the end of the die that makes it stick. But anyway, now we do it like this. Nobody's the wiser. I use the both sides, and we're gonna put mini dimensionals here. I think I'm almost done with these, so I have the new ones ready to go. Yeah. I'm putting 3 minis. Oops. For a second, I thought I put them in the wrong side. After all my efforts. All right. So there we go. And of course, inside it's white. So I put the other die cut, which is this little branch with flowers. So I put that in there for decoration. Just gonna attach it with a little bit more glue. My tweezers. Like I have too many things next to me and I'm gonna knock something out down. Just this, and this side. Hopefully has enough. And that's it. That's your card. It's pretty, right? And if you do it in Valentine's color, like this one, I cut, this is also paper. So if you turn it around, you see it's the same side of the paper. There's areas where there's more white. So that's what I use for the white. So it's a little bit of white. It's touch of gray because of the coloring. But I think it kind of works. And I used for the centers the cherry cobbler berries that we had for the mini catalog, the Christmas mini catalog, the holiday one. And then you can, try different color variations. You can do it in any color and with any paper and for any occasion. Okay. And let's go with the last card then. And the last card is my shabby chic style card. I used for this one, as I said, Dainty Delights that had beautiful paper with beautiful flowers. But for this one, I'm going to use, and I didn't get the ink, but I'm going to get it right now. I'm going to use this paper that came from Unbounded Love. And this is the back. See this? Remember that paper? We still have it. It's in the annual catalog. And I'm using Summer Splash just to show that the same style can be applied to many different papers and many different colors. And for a second, thank you, Lorraine. Um, so I'm gonna get the Summer Splash ink. If I can find it. I thought I put it out, but I guess I didn't. No, it's not here. So this is not here. Um, Summer Splash. Yes, it is. I knew I had it. All right. All right. So let me make room. I don't think we need this for now. We'll need that later. We'll use that like we're gonna do the card first, the heart, I mean, first. All right. So all the other elements go back here so we have room to maneuver. And I need my mat, that's for sure. And I'm gonna clean this stamp because it was from the other color using our faithful chamois that is a little dry because Candy forgot to wet it before the live, but anyway, it's still working. Hi, Kate. Yeah, these are fun colors. But these colors were also very nice. Summer Splash is one of the ink colors, the most recent ink colors. And it's a very bright, vibrant green. So we're gonna center it in this square. Oh, and I cut this square. This is more or less a 3x3, but I use, look how pretty, isn't it? It's just like the stamp is so pretty. I love it so much. What I was saying is that I cut the sides of these with the decal rectangles, and I know this is not a rectangle, but what I did is I put the card with like the bigger rectangle to cut this side, and then I turn it around to cut that side and turn it around so the other sides of the die were not touching the cardstock to create a more or less square. It was not intentional, that was super square. And then to give it a little bit of like a more vintagey distress look, I use crumb cake. I don't know how it's gonna work. The crumb cake work well with this green. I don't know how it's gonna work with this, but we're gonna try. Ah, yeah, the green heart, right? I love green. I'm a green girl, as you know well too. So I'm gonna get a sponge dauber, and I may need to get another one later if I want to do it in another color. But we'll see. For this one, we're gonna do the crumb cake because it has that kind of like oldie paper color. All right, so you're just gonna double a little bit like that. And then I'm gonna go a little bit also in the middle of the paper, so the paper is not like white and just that crumbky cake. But I'm gonna start with this, and you can start and add more if you want to get it a little darker in some nooks and. made this another happy birthday card, but if you need Valentine's cards, these are all good. Then, and once I have very little ink in my sponge dauber, I go a little bit on the especially on the corners, and get a little bit darker the paper, so it's not like the contrast, like even a little in the middle I can do, it's like it's aged paper. That's the look. Okay, so that worked, I think. And then we have our second layer, which is this. Oh, sorry, our second layer is not that. Our second layer is this. And then this will go like that. And then it will go like this. Whatever, more or less, yes. Like that's how it's gonna go. All right. So I'm gonna use, what color am I gonna use for this? I think Summer Splash will be good for that size to age it. So I need another sponge dauber in Summer Splash. Excuse my Coke here for a second. Where is my Summer Splash? Is it this one? I just want to try if this was Summer Splash or was something else. I think this was white. So I'm going to use a brand new sponge dauber because I have plenty. And then we're going to do the same thing with this. And this gets a little tie-dye. It's fun. This I cut with the decal rectangles, as you can imagine. But if you don't have the decal rectangles that are no longer available, I don't think, you can use like anything, like, or even a regular rectangle die or another kind of big layer. But if you don't have anything, then you can always cut it with your fingers, and it will be, tear it apart, like crease it and then cut it with your fingers, and then just distress it with your scissors, which is what I used to do before I had the decal rectangles. All right, so now I have it how I like it. Yeah, it has a kind of look. And then we're gonna distress it, not distress it, but lift it a little so it looks like it's attached, like I did here. And for the last layer, we have this one. Of course, it's here. I think we're gonna put it, I don't know. It doesn't have an up and down, like, because the flowers go in all ways, so it doesn't matter. So more Summer Splash, more green for Kate, who loves green like me. This one is less noticeable because the background is already very watercolory, but we can use a little bit. I'm thinking we're gonna go over it with a little bit of the crumb cake, so it gets a little bit. I mean, it looks nice too, like that, but it does look nice actually. Maybe we'll leave it out like that. I just wanted to prove the point that you can do the card recipe with just anything you have. We all like to get new stuff, but and we have a lot of new stuff now. That's adorable and everything, but all right. I think I'll leave it at that because I like it. No need to go over with the crumb cake. Okay, let me close my ink so it doesn't dry. And now we attach. We have the card base, which is it's 11 by 5. No, it's 8.5 by 5.5 score at 4.25. And now we're gonna put our layer here. I'm gonna lift the corners a little bit, like I did in this one, to give it the shabby chic look a little bit. And we're gonna attach the first one. The first layer is straight, and this one is gonna go like that. But we're also gonna leave the corners as well. Like this, I said, right? Yes. And then this will go like this. Yeah. So I want to test it, right? Because you want to attach it in a way that it works with all your elements afterwards. So I'm just going to apply glue in the middle, not on the side, so I can leave them a little bit if I need to or want to for effect. Yeah. And then this will come like this. Yes. All right. But before I attach this, we're going to have to work on the flowers. And I have flowers in this that I cut from the same paper. So the colors will match. And this only needs, the static is getting to the flowers here. You see that? They went all the way in. And now, okay. There we go. All right, so out comes my mat to put more glue in it and do the same thing that we did to create the flowers in the other card. But it's only 3 of them, so it's not so bad. It's not nothing is bad. It's just, time consuming. So we have these. Let's see which ones go with which ones. I like this kind of tie-dye color here. So I'm going to use this one. Get my... Was I in camera saying this one? I think it was. Yes. So... there's flower number 1. And then we get one in purple. And the other one in also... like one lighter one and one darker one. Let's do that. The same family of flowers, but in different variations. I think this has a little bit of glue here. Don't know if I'm totally on camera building this. I'm just moved to the side because I didn't have room in the middle, but there. Flower number 2. And now flower number 3. Let me run them a little bit more with this styling thingy. Yeah. All right. So since 3 flowers, now we're gonna attach them here. 1, 2, and 3. How we like them. Yeah. We'll want this one here. We'll want this one here. Maybe like that. Yes. So now that I know where I want them, one there. One there, and this one here. I'm gonna lift these petals so they are not underneath the other petals. That's just a personal choice. And for this one, I use just regular linen thread because it gives the look of the shabby chic, the linen, right? So if I can find where I put it, that would be nice. All right, I'm gonna have to take all my pot of, like, look at this. Where is my linen thread? It's not here. Oh, yes, it is back here, but I guess it got, oh, there we go. Is it this one? No, this is not linen thread. This is just another thread. All right, so I'm gonna use something else just because I'm not finding that. And I had here a white double bow already done with white thread, which I think it will work fine. Yes. And we have to put the center of the flowers. And for this one, I used the antique pearls that are in the storybook moments. So I'm going to use the little ones because I like that size. And they're iridescent as well. So they catch the colors that are around. So they're very nice. I like them. Oh, and we didn't put the greens. We forgot to put these. So let me do that. The little. Yes, that looks nice. There. I'm gonna use a triple one. This same die, I mean, the same way that the flowers is like just one die. This has one die. It cuts both kinds of branches. So I like it a lot. And that's what I have more of these and of the flowers. And I didn't put a glue dot for my bow, so that's why it's, but it kind of works because now I can still put more. Yeah, look how nice. I like it. You like it? I like it a lot. So I'm gonna get a glue dot for my bow. I wonder where my linen thread went, but it's okay. I think the white works actually better for this one. I folded the glue dot because I don't want it to stick out so much. There. Now we're gonna put here these undimensionals. Four dimensionals will do it. Oops, of course I get 5. And let me close this. Maybe a little bit further up. Yeah, that looks center now. And now we have to, I'm gonna have this extra here with the extras. And I'm gonna stamp the sentiment here and wish me luck, because this is the happy birthday again. And it's gonna go like this. So where is it gonna go? Like, I'm gonna put it a little farther up, because I put, oh, well, I can put it here. I think I just, no, I think I don't want to cover this so much, the flower so much. So I put it like that. All right. So my happy birthday's here. Gonna clean it because we don't want it in pink. And I wonder if the summer splash is gonna, no, you know what? I'm gonna do Pretty Peacock because it's a little darker. And I want it to be seen. Yeah. All right. Let's try our luck here. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. I think it's a little farther up. Yeah. Can I live with it? I don't know. Let's try to do another one. And then I'll choose a side. I think that the problem is that sometimes when you put the adhesive, the layer where the cling stamps come with a layer that you have to attach over the foam yourself. And sometimes for seeing things like this little, you may think that it's very center, but then this is actually not matching the other side, if you know what I mean. So I have to do it a little farther down. Yes. Okay. I think I like this side better than this side. So I like before the back side, but nobody cares. Well, at least I don't. All right. So, ladies, because we had 6 people watching, we're going to have a little trivia. But I need something before. So I'm going to finish this and we'll do the trivia. So I don't get too distracted. Nice. I like that. I'm going to pull this sleeve over there. And I'm actually going to put a little bit of glue so they stick to the label. Just like so. And voila. And of course we need the inside. And the inside, I cut a decal. Okay, Candy, what did I cut? The decal rectangles. Okay. For my note inside, and we're gonna stamp it with the flowers like we did the other one. I'm gonna use Pretty Pink. I could have used petunia. Petunia pink, is it? I can't remember the name of the stamp set, but I think it's pink, so it's fine. And we'll do the flowers in Summer Splash. The flowers, the leaves. Where did the leaves go? Oh, here. That's it. All right. So that's the inside of our card. I think that's why the things are like there's like the heat in my apartment is really high, and that's why the glue is drying so quickly, and everything is dying quickly. But anyway, and of course the envelope will be decorated with this as well, the motif of the flowers and the leaves. All right, so this is the last design that I have for you. Which color do you like better? Like this, I don't know. It has the two different feels, but it's the same card, as you can see. Just the colors change it so much. Thank you for the hearts. The colors change it so much. So let me put the cards together, and I'm gonna ask you the trivia question and see who wins a little gift from me. See, this is what we did today. See if I can put them all on camera. More or less. Just a reminder, right, of what we did. So do you have a favorite? Yeah, the fresh vibe, right? With the summer splash. As it's called, the name indicates it's actually a very vibrant color. Anyway, so my trivia question. Yes, I was just verifying something. The trivia question for today is, in the celebration catalog, without counting the stamp set that you get for joining, how many stamps can you earn for free? How many different stamps are there? So the first person who mentions the right number um, will win a little pack of embellishments from me. Susan likes the two middle ones. What, these two? The shabby chic ones? Or the ones in the middle on vertically? Maybe I moved them around too much. All right, numbers, people. How many stamp sets are there in the celebration catalog without counting the one that you can earn for joining? Susan says 7, and she is right. Way, Susan. So if you can send me or direct message me your address, I'll send you a little pack of embellishments. The green heart with the flowers, this one or this one? I mean, there's two green hearts with the flowers. So this one, I think you mean this one, right, Teresa? The vertical middle ones. Okay, cool. These two, Susan. Susan, you got it. 7. That's right. It's just like the messages come a little bit delayed on my feed. So that's why I didn't mention it before. Yes, yes. I do like this card a lot. And, I'll put the variation here. And I kind of like it that they're not like parallel, the flowers, that they're like more like, Anyway, you're very welcome, Susan. Just remember to send me your address in direct message me or whichever. All right. All right. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed them. Next week, we'll do alternatives with the new paper pumpkin, the uh, hearts for you paper pumpkin. So is it harsh for you? I can read from here. It's on my table, and I'm like, ooh, I can read very well. But anyway, so that's what it will be. All right. So until then, enjoy Martin Luther King Day if you have it off, and if not, enjoy the rest of your week as well. And I'll see you all next week. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the hearts, and thank you so much. Bye.